I the asshole for wanting to go to the funeral of a girl that I helped get addicted to drugs? Oh my gosh. Am I an asshole for telling my extended family how many men my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin? What's up, guys? How's it going? And today we are going to be reviewing some of the craziest Am I the Asshole stories from Reddit, also known as Am I Wrong? Were they the asshole? Were they in the wrong, or were they in the right? And as you guys know, everything I say is how the world should be, so this should be pretty easy for me to judge and take a side on, and I'd like to know if you agree as well. Am I the asshole for switching to regular milk to prove my lactose intolerant roommate keeps stealing from me? They split living expenses, except for groceries. One roommate had been using the original's almond milk since they're lactose intolerant. The person who was getting stolen from made an effort to catch the roommate by replacing the milk in the bottle with normal milk instead of almond milk, but keeping the same container. They experienced digestive problems the next day, which made them upset. Yes, you are an asshole for that. Most of the people on the Reddit thread agreed they were not an asshole. I mean, come on. You're roommates, okay? You need to be able to communicate. I suspect that he's stealing my milk. Hey, have you been drinking the almond milk? No. If he lies and you clearly see that it's getting stolen, okay, be like, yo, dude, I mean, I know you're stealing my milk because I haven't been drinking it at all and it's getting drunk, so why you gotta be like, so why are you lying? Why do you gotta hurt, like, this is hurting the person. Yes, they're lying. I understand they're lying. You're hurting them, okay, for something stupid that you could just say. And then, like, if the guy's being an asshole and he's a jerk and he's, like, you know, a prick, that's one thing. But I guarantee you he was doing it and the guy didn't even confront him and he just poisoned him, basically. Like, no, you are the asshole. You need to confront him, and then if he's keep doing it, okay, you know, you should move out with him if he's going to be a liar and stuff, but you got to figure out some way around this. You can't hurt him. That's like, that could be classified as assault. That could be, everyone I've always known always had a little mini fridge in their room with roommates anyway, so, like, I don't know, you don't have to hurt the other person. You are absolutely an asshole for that. That's my take. Am I the asshole for suing my girlfriend after she had my 1967 Impala project taken to the scrapyard? So they had an effort to restore it. There was a garage filled with car parts. The girlfriend hated the car, wanting space for her own car. After attending a business trip, the guy came home to discover the girlfriend sent the car and parts to a scrapyard without notice, putting years and a ton of money into restoring the car. They reacted with rage, kicking their girlfriend out of the house and contacting a lawyer. In response, the girlfriend's family and friends criticized the person for their actions. Yeah, you are not an asshole for that, bro. First of all, red flags, okay? You shouldn't even have gotten to this point with this girl. If she's someone who's going to do something like that behind your back, you should have seen this coming through her behavior and actions ages ago, but some guys just don't, they stick with it. So that's my first length of advice. Secondly, I would say that, yeah, you're not an asshole. I mean, if she does that shit, that's restoring a car is not cheap. I'm sure you spent tens of thousands of dollars on parts and on restoration. The fact that she did that's insane. I don't know, like, the whole legality of it. You know, if they are married and they joint own everything, I don't know how all that works, but your girlfriend doesn't respect what you do at all. When you take legalness out of it and you just look at it from a relationship standpoint, she doesn't respect what you do at all. So, like, you're not an asshole for suing, and you're absolutely morally correct in suing, as all that money that you invested into that, she needs to pay up, because that's bullshit, okay? This needs to be a conversation. Hey, you know, I want this garage for my car. Your project's taking up too much space, blah, 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 blah. If the guy's saying, hey, I'm not going to move it no matter what, and it annoys you that much, you can't park your car in the garage, leave or get a divorce. I mean, it's going to get to that point. You can't, you know, give all his shit away without notice and expect everything to be fine. Like, that's insane to me. No, you're not an asshole. The Reddit people on this one said that that it was not an asshole. The girlfriend was in the wrong for taking his car. Am I an asshole for telling my extended family how many men my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin? Extended family, so that could be in-laws, that could be people you're related to, but like outside your household, so like grandparents, aunts, stuff like that. During a family dinner, their older sister and younger brother had a disagreement. It escalated, and it turned into personal insults. And the younger brother was exposed as a virgin. So this happened first in chronological order, okay? Okay? She insulted his sex life first. And then the original guy intervened and told everyone how many men she'd slept with in college. The older sister's husband was unaware of her past, caused him to storm out of the party. As a result, the family blamed the poster for their marital problems. Is he the asshole for doing that? No, he is not the asshole for doing that. She's the one who fucking outed the younger brother as a virgin. That's fair game. I don't give a shit. You're getting to personal insults and someone outs someone as a virgin to the extended family. Okay, fuck you. I'm gonna call you a hoe. That is absolutely not an asshole thing. And then it's like, oh, I'm going to blame you for our marital issues because you revealed how many men I slept with. Again, red flags. If she's someone to do that, the husband should have seen that in their previous dating. He should have known some of her history. You don't have to know everything. You should know a little bit. And you should see the signs blaming the guy. The sister was the one that outed the brother as a virgin first. So no, you're not an asshole. The sister got what she was coming. A lot of these, I feel like, I'm not going to say it, but a lot of people think they can just say shit and not have consequence. Okay, no, you're going to out someone as a virgin? I'm going to out you as a fucking hoe, okay? You know, is it something me personally would do? Probably not, because I don't like escalation, but I don't think it's wrong for the brother to do that. I don't think it's an asshole at all. I don't think it's an asshole move at all. So, yeah, you are not an asshole for that. The Redditors on this one concluded that while the sister was wrong, the brother shouldn't have... the brother was also at fault for getting personal. That's what the Reddit people said. Am I the asshole for wanting to go to the funeral of a girl that I helped get addicted to drugs? Oh my gosh. These are getting crazier. So he got a girl addicted to drugs. She died. And he wants to go to her funeral. They were using heroin before coming clean. They formed an intimate relationship. She became addicted to heroin. She had overdosed, and the guy felt guilty for her death, and considered attending her funeral, but worried their presence would be unwanted. So I guess everyone kind of knows that he did it. So from a logical, objective standpoint, you could say, oh, even though the guy had some influence on her, she's still the one that chose to do the drugs. Do I think that that's how it should be judged? No. When it comes to drugs, how addictive drugs are, if you have personal experience with drug addiction, you should not be influencing other people to do those drugs, knowing that they're going to get addicted. I don't think there's a single person on earth for heroin that if they did it like multiple times because someone influenced them, they wouldn't get addicted. It's impossible not to get addicted to because the human brain. Yes, I think my answer to this is yes, you are the asshole, because you know damn well how addictive the drug is, and if you helped get someone addicted to drugs and then they died of an overdose, some of that is on your conscience. Not all of it. Some of that is on your conscience. A lot of it, honestly, a lot of it is on your conscience. Because you know and damn well, you could have said, hey, do not do this drug. Stay the fuck away from this drug. I can tell you from real world experience, this drug will fuck you up and get you addicted. Now, I don't see anywhere in here him saying that, and it says he helped her get addicted, so that shows me that he influenced her in doing it. So if he said, don't do this, stay away from this, and he did everything he can to keep her away from it, and she still did it, then it's not his fault. But if you helped her get addicted, you're the asshole. I mean, for going to the funeral, I mean, he feels bad that, he got her, killed, basically. And probably the other people don't want him there, which makes sense. I don't think it's an asshole for wanting to go to the funeral. I mean, I'm sure he still cared about the girl, but you should just go visit the grave on your own to make your own amends. You can't go with the family there, the people that know you did it there. You just can't. So I'm going to say, yes, you're an asshole for getting her addicted to drugs. You're not an asshole for wanting to go to the funeral. I think you can just pay your respects, apologize, and, accept what happened privately with the gravestone is how I would handle it. The Reddit people said, yes, he is the asshole. So yeah, I kind of agree. Yep, find alternative ways to show respect. Told you. Okay. Oh my gosh. I just read this last one. Get ready. Am I the asshole for despising my mentally handicapped sister? Holy... Now, we need some detail here, but I think this one's pretty clear-cut. But let's look into it. We don't know the details. Growing up, they were expected to look after the mentally ill sister who is autistic, requires constant care, at the expense of their own needs and opportunities. While discussing college, they reached a breaking point when their father suggested to pursue a high-paying career in college to support their sister after the parents are gone or dead. This caused the original poster to have an emotional breakdown. Let me just get into how you handle this, and then we can get into the ethics. How you handle this is that you were dealt a shit hand, right? Okay? There's no getting past that, right? It sucks that you have to do this, okay? But sometimes that's life. So, yeah, you're going to have to work a little harder, and you're going to have to get a high-paying job to support your sister. Now, there are plenty of services out there you can hire to take care of your sister, and you can go do your own thing, okay? Follow your dad's advice to get a high-paying job, and then get your sister's own care, okay, to care for her, like, with that money, and then that gives you more free time to kind of do you. And yes, you still visit her and stuff, but like if you have a caregiver or a company and stuff, you can, you know, put that handicapped sister in a home or something to where you're not having to constantly care for her. So the idea that you have to constantly care for her forever, I don't think that's accurate, because yeah, it sucks that you might have to find a really high paying job to support all that, but it's so that in the future you can, you know, kind of have your own opportunities and stuff while your sister is in a, you know, a home or, you know, being cared for full time by someone else. When we want to get into the ethics, I don't think you're despising the sister herself. I think you're just despising what the impact that this has on your life. I don't think it's a personal thing against the sister. You know, it could be anybody other than your sister in that position. If it had the same impact on you, you feel the same. So I don't think it's a personal despise. I think you just despise the situation. So if we're taking this statement at face value, am I the asshole for despising my mentally handicapped sister? I think the answer to that is yes, okay? The answer is yes. I think that you can have a level of maturity to where you understand the situation. You understand that it's out of her control, okay? She has an issue. You can understand that when your parents are dead, or if they're still alive and they're forcing you to care for her, that's a whole different scenario. That's a whole different thing, but we're just basing it off of what it says, which is when they're gone, you're gonna have to care for her. I think you have to have a certain level of emotional maturity to say, you know, this sucks. I'm not gonna despise my sister. I'm gonna despise this situation. I know it sucks, but here are the things I gotta do to make my life better. Let's get on it. I think just sitting there in despise and hatred at the sister is wrong, and I agree, it's an asshole move. So I don't think you actually despise the sister. I think you just despise the situation, and in that case, no, it's fair to despise the situation because that sucks. The Reddit users came to the conclusion that the poster is not the asshole because they validated his feelings. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about these. This was really fun. I love to keep doing this. I love giving my takes on this. So, yeah, let me know, and peace.